Hello budget people and welcome back to my channel. My name is She's on a Budget and today we are back for another video. In this video I'll be creating my budget for week 3 and stuffing both my side income and sinking fund envelopes. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in watching, stay tuned. Hello guys and welcome to my channel. I do hope you are all well. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on yet another video. And if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. But guys, we are back for another cash envelope stuffing video and I've got so many things to say. I want to just say a massive thank you to all of your love and support. I've had so many lovely comments, messages, texts from my I Quit video. The support has truly been overwhelming and I just cannot thank you all enough. I know it's a big decision and those of you who watch me stuff my envelopes every week, you know the true ins and outs of my budget. And yeah, I just really appreciate all of the lovely support, guys. I'm so excited to see how it affects my budget, how I manage the big change in my income going forward. I'm just excited to start the whole journey and I hope you join me too. So yeah, it's really excited going forward. There are going to be a few changes, so I'm just going to go through them now. I have 2 more salary payments from my current job, well, previous teaching job now. So this month and August pay, and then I will be solely dependent on my side income. So what I have decided to do now is put that money into this budget. So instead of having a side income budget and a personal budget, we're merging them both together. So that is the biggest change. And obviously just how I stuff my envelopes, they will slightly change going forward as well. I'm still going to keep my main ones that I have here, but I may stuff additional ones now. My main focus for the next couple of months is my emergency fund from my side income envelope, just to top them up before I am, solely self-employed. So yeah, you'll see how it pans out when I go through the stuffing portion of the video. But yeah, that is the plan, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is go through my income for week 3. So in terms of my rollover for week 3, I had £150 left over from last week. And yeah, I just want to clarify quickly, guys, my rollover money is basically money that I have saved up from the previous month. So I budget on a weekly basis and every single week I have money that comes into my account from various sources, and that comes under the variable heading here. So I have housekeeping coming in for my son, I have tuition that comes into my account every so often as well. So that's why I choose to budget weekly, so I can keep a full eye on all money that comes into my account at various points in the month. But technically I don't really have to. I could budget once a month. I don't trust myself to do that just yet. And then after I took out all of my expenses, I would have my rollover amount there. So for my full-time job, I get paid once a month, and that is always at the end of the month. So when I get paid for my full-time job, after I make my budget for that week, any money that is left over, I roll it over into the following month's budget. Now, I did that once and it's just turned into a cycle now. So I always have between £300 and £500 left over at the end of the month. I could spend that money. I could use that money for something else. I could use it as an extra debt payment, but I don't. Because I stuff my envelopes weekly, I like to have that money as a kind of like buffer so that I can pay for food, I can pay for my bills using money that I've had from the previous month. And then when I get paid again, so in week 4, that is the money that will be left over for that month. And then I'll roll it over to the following month and I'll do the same thing again. I suppose if I wasn't stuffing my envelopes weekly and I stuffed them monthly, I wouldn't have any rollover. The rollover would be gone and I would have stuffed my envelopes for the month and that would be that. But again, I don't trust myself to do that. I'd rather do them weekly so that I only have to focus on, controlling my spending for like 7 days before I top up my envelopes with more money. So I just wanted to make that clear because I think some people think my rollover is my emergency fund and it has nothing to do with my emergency fund. So if I go over my budget in these envelopes, the only thing that's affected is my rollover money, which is kind of like spare money anyway. It's my buffer money. My emergency fund is not getting drained every single month because I go over budget in groceries. So I just want to make that clear. If you already knew that, please let me know. Just put a comment down below, please, just saying old news, because sometimes I forget I'm on camera, forget I'm talking to different people at different times. I just assume that it's the same group of people that I talked to in the comments who know everything already. But I have to be obviously a bit mindful that new people are watching videos and they may not know, and then they'll just cast aspersions and think that they're correct when they're not. So yeah, I have to be mindful and probably just remind you guys where pockets of money come from, so that it's quite clear when I come to, you know, going through my budget. So yeah, that's where my rollover comes from. So my rollover at the moment is £150. Doesn't really matter because, as I said to you, I get paid next week. So week 4, I get paid again. So I expect it to be near the end of its journey. So yeah, we're not worried about that at all. And then my variable income this week, that is coming from quite a few areas, but what I have done is I've included my Etsy income from weeks 1 and 2. So usually by now I would have done a side income stuffing video, but I decided to wait, save that money so that I can pull it all together into my weekly budget now. So I have quite a bit of money from Etsy going in here. Altogether, my variable income is £798.81. So yeah, we do have quite a large amount of money to stuff our envelopes this week, which is amazing. In total, my income for this week is £948.81. Okay, and then moving on to my fixed expenses. So my only direct debit coming out this week is my Debt 8 payment. So that's £60. And then in terms of my sinking funds, I am stuffing all of my envelopes this week, and in total I'll be putting £70 into my sinking funds. And in terms of my cash envelopes, I'm putting £50 into grocery. My fuel envelope is getting 20, gas is 20, electric is 20, and I won't be putting any money into household. And that is because I have some money left over from my weekly check-in that I just did. So in total, I'm putting £110 into my weekly cash envelopes. Okay, so moving on to my breakdown. My income for this week is £948.81, and my outgoings are £240. So in total, we have left £708.81. The money I have left over here is quite a lot, but I'm going to use it to stuff my side income envelopes. I kind of have that luxury at the moment because this is just extra money. I'm going to get paid next week, and I will still have money left over from that money that I get paid to use as my rollover money for August. So yeah, this is extra money that I'm going to use to stuff my side income envelopes. So yeah, let's get on with the stuffing. Okay, so I'm coming in now with all of my cash. So I've drew all of the money that I had left over in the bank. I've added to it the money that I had in my rollover envelope. So the £150 from my rollover envelope, I added that to it as well. And yeah, the only money that I don't have here is the £60 that I left in my bank for my direct debit. So yeah, this is all of my cash. And guys, I just want to show you like the new £50 notes. Look at them. Isn't that beautiful? I don't know, it's still the red colour, but it literally is, I don't know, it just looks a lot more sharper and crisp. So yeah, this is the new £50 note. And yeah, I thought I'd get a few of them just to make it a little bit easier for counting. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this into my tray. The first envelopes I'm going to stuff are my weekly envelopes. So I've got my grocery envelope here and it has got £5 in it already. I'm just going to leave this in here, guys. I was going to take it out and put it into my savings jar, but I'm just going to leave it in here. And then, yeah, I have some money left over in week 4. I'll just put it in my jar at the end of the month. So I'm going to add to this £50. So this is my... So 20, 40, £50 is going into my grocery envelope. And technically I have 55, but yeah, that's what's in here. So that's all done. My household envelope is next, and as you can see, I've still got my £10 in there from last week. So I'm not going to add any more money to my household envelope. So that's all done. And my fuel envelope is next. I'm going to put £20 in here. So I've got £20 in here for fuel. I've got my gas envelope and I'm going to put £20 in here. And then I have my electricity envelope and I'm also going to put £20 in here. And for those of you who don't know, I top up my electricity and gas using a key. So it's quite easy for me to budget for them. I know exactly how much I'm going to use each week. So that's fairly easy to budget for. So these are all of my envelopes, my weekly envelopes all done. I can put that to one side. And then moving into my sinking fund envelopes, I've got my personal envelope first of all, and I'm going to be adding it in 5. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 75, 85 pounds in my personal envelope. I don't have any plans for my personal envelope as yet. I'm just trying to save up as much as I can in this envelope. Nevea is next, and Nevea is going to also get 5. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 45, 55. So we've got 155. This is for my youngest daughter for her birthday in November. So I've got £155 so far saved towards a present or whatever we have planned for her birthday. So that's that. Jada is next. She's my eldest daughter. She is 19 and I save up money for her as well as my son. He's 22, just for like a birthday present. So it's purely just for me to be able to budget their birthdays quite far ahead in advance, and I just think it helps me out. Older children, it's a lot harder to kind of like budget their birthday presents for. So I like to have like the cash available to just give them, and then they can choose to do with it what they please. So we currently have 20, 40, 60, 85, 95, £100 in here. She should have about 260. I mean, they all will have about 260 by the time it is their birthday, but her birthday isn't until next year, so next February. And then car maintenance is next. Car maintenance, we are going to be adding in 10. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 20, 30, 40. So we've got 140 in car maintenance. So that's all done. Tyrese, this is my oldest child and my only boy. He's getting 5. And I've got 20, 40, 55, 65 in his envelope. His birthday is next April. So he's recently just had his birthday, to be fair. Water bill, so my water bill for next year, this is going to also get 5. So we've got 20, 40, 65, 75 in here. And guys, I have to say, a big factor in me thinking about going, self-employed was things like this. So my water bill, my car insurance, my car tax, all of these bills kind of like being paid in advance. I don't have to worry about them as much as if I hadn't done this for the last year. You know, I kind of have like my main staple bills paid already for next year, or they will be paid already for next year. So that is a massive weight off my mind. If things, you know, don't go to plan next year, I don't have to worry about paying these bills, kind of like have a year off saving my sinking funds for them, and then go back to paying them as normal, like direct debits as they were, you know, previous to me doing this. But I hope I don't have to do that. I hope I just can continue to pay them in advance. This is, you know, this was definitely one of the main reasons why I was able to think about becoming self-employed. I have my main bills paid in advance. The only one I don't have is my council tax, but that is definitely next on my list. So water bill is done. My car tax is next. And I'm going to be adding in 5 for car tax. This is for my car tax bill next year. So we've got 20, 45, 55. So we've got £55 in car tax, which is brilliant. Again, paid in advance. And car insurance, my car insurance is going to be, I think, about £780 next year. It may be a lot less, to be honest, because if I'm driving less miles, guys, it should go down, I think. So I'm really going to focus on using my car a lot less, obviously being at home, and just in general I'll walk to the shops and things like that. So yeah, my insurance might go down as well. So it'd be interesting to see how, you know, working from home affects that. But we do have it paid in advance, or we will have it paid in advance by then anyway. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 95, 405. So we've got £405 now. Again, this is for next year's bill. And my gifts envelope is next, and I'm not adding any money to my gifts envelope. I currently have £40 in here. I don't have any birthdays coming up until August. I've had a little bit of a freeze on adding money to this envelope for the last month or so. There's not enough money in here at the moment. And then my pet envelope is going to be getting 5. So I've got 25, 35 in here, £35 in here for my pets envelope. So Harley and the fishies. I have named one of them. One of them's called Lazarus now, because he's literally come back from the dead. Long story, but he's called Lazarus. I do have to name the other one. Yeah, guys, maybe you can help me. What should I name the second fish, the second new fish that I bought? Let me know. Put some ideas down in the comments. Okay, healthcare is next. Healthcare, I'm going to be adding 5. This is money that I use for glasses, dental work, things like that. We've currently got 20, 40, 60, 75, 85 pounds in here. As I've been barking on for a long time, I do need to get some new glasses. And someone mentioned me doing this online, so I am looking into that. I just haven't got round to doing it. It's always the things that are to do with your health that you kind of put on the back burner, but I definitely need to do that going forward. My annual envelope is also getting 5. Again, these are for bills that I pay in advance. So my home insurance and my pet insurance. For next year, we have 20, 40, 55, 65. So we've got £65 in my annuals envelope. And yeah, so I've stuffed my sinking fund binder. I'm onto my side income binder now. And my emergency fund is first. It's totally empty. The money that I had in there last month was put back into the bank. And I'm putting £500 into my emergency fund, guys. So I am using all the 50s and some 20s. So we've currently got 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 50, 450, 20, 40, 50. So we've got £500 in here. Yeah, and I'm hoping to add a lot more to this envelope over the next couple of months, just to give me that extra buffer once I am no longer receiving my full-time salary. Hair and beauty, we are going to be adding in £20. So I'm adding £20 to hair and beauty. I haven't put any money in here for a while. So we've currently got 20, 40, 60, 80, 110 pounds in here. So hair and beauty is done. And my clothes envelope, I'm going to add 20 as well. So we've currently got 20, 40, 60, 70 pounds in clothes, which is all done. My eating out envelope, for eating out, I am going to be adding in 20 as well. We've got 20, 40, 60, 70 pounds in eating out. So that's all done. And my tech envelope is also going to get £20. So I've currently got 20, 30, 40 pounds in tech. I'm going to come back to my savings challenge envelope. I'm going to do YouTube first. So YouTube, I'm going to add £40. So my YouTube envelope is for all things that you basically see on the camera. If I need new lighting, if I need binders, even my nails getting done, I use that money from this envelope. We've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 65. So 165 in my YouTube envelope. And also any giveaways, guys. Can't forget about you guys. But yeah, any giveaways that I do, I take the money out of this envelope to kind of like pay for that. Okay, going back to my savings challenge envelope. I love this pattern. I can't get over it. It's just so stunning. I'm going to do my 52-week challenge card first. And I'm going to cross off 4 squares, guys. So I'm due to cross off 2, but I'm going to do an extra 2 squares. So we're going to put 5, 10, 15 and 20 pounds. So we're going to put 60 pounds in total into this envelope for my 52-week challenge card. So 20, 40, 60 pounds. So I'm going to add that behind here. As usual, we don't count for this card. And I'm going to put that back in my savings challenge. The reason why I'm crossing off the extra squares is because this challenge card has more than 52 squares. It has actually 62 squares, and that is because you have like 10 bonus squares so that you can add in additional money to make sure that you receive the amount at the bottom. And yeah, I've kind of like fallen behind on my bonus squares, so I'm going to do that this week. And then over onto my penny challenge card, I'm going to cross off 2 weeks worth, so 14 squares. And in total, this comes to £26.11. But as you can see, I'm putting all of the remaining cash that I have into my penny jar. Okay, so my current balance in my jar is £271.43. I'm going to add the £45 into the jar, and then I'm going to do a time lapse so that I can, you know, add it into the balance. That's my £45 going in. And yeah, let me add my £45 to my balance. Okay, so we're currently at £316.43. I'm just going to add these coins. So this is the change that I had left over from weekly check-ins, and yeah, the money that I had taken out from the bank. So our final balance for week 3 is £320.24, guys. So yeah, we have busted through the £300 mark for our penny savings challenge. It's funny because I don't really talk or really think about these savings. It's kind of been an automatic thing that I just put money into these envelopes each week. I don't add this money into my sinking funds tracker or anything like that. It is purely just money that I'm trying to save over the next, 5 or 6 months for me to treat my family and treat myself with. So I'm so excited. It's so heavy, guys, now. So heavy. Takes 2 hands to lift it up. But yeah, those are all of my envelopes stuffed and ready to go. Yes, it was a very long video. If you've managed to get to this part of the video, do give me a thumbs up in the comments so that I can see. But yeah, guys, that is all for now. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, do not forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you are kept up to date with all of my future videos. But yeah, guys, I'll speak to you next one.
Peace.